send this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0.
Come on, bro.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Chubb on 1st down, not going to go anywhere as he'll lose 3 on that one. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator,
or what?
You can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. From the red zone now, Luck under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brandon Marshall gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Let's go. Give me that pick. Take that to the house.
Picked off by Obi Melifonwu.
Oh, what?
And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 1. Murray, that's going to be caught by Samuel. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to throw across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Hassan Reddick able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack on 1st down, Luck, he's going to look deep down the field. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards. Throwing on first down is Murray. Open man is Samuel. Complete. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Murray now to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game.
This is caught inside the 15. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
58, boys, 58, 58. Come on.
From the gun, here's Love. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run it.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Barkley, toss play left. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Murray. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Nick Bosa, his second sack of the night. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DJ Chark, 41 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling it. All right? You didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
Go! Let's go!
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Love. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brandon Marshall able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Barkley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
He's crashing.
Here's Locke. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 52 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Locke. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Out of the gun, Locke. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Locke. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? Now it's Breida, but he will not get into the end zone, and that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 7, Murray trying to lay one up deep, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Buying time to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Locke. inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Flush to his right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw it. Murray. He's going to float this one. He's got a man. Complete. That one good for 37 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, will see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.